Hey everyone, welcome to Turkish series stars. Settle in, because we're diving into a whirlwind of whispers and heart-stopping speculation. Before we get started, make sure you're subscribed and share this video if you love keeping up with the most captivating rumors in the industry. Thank you for being here with us. Months of soft glances caught by cameras, collaborative shoots that felt warmer than strictly professional, and those quiet, almost coded posts on social media have led to one massive, breathtaking claim, that Elçin Sangu and Barış Arduç may have secretly tied the knot. The chatter didn't just ripple, it crashed across timelines and headlines like a tidal wave. According to those who insist they've seen more than the rest of us, the pair took every precaution to protect their bond from the frenzy of public attention, opting for a tiny, ultra-private ceremony that even many close friends and family weren't informed about. The whispers grow bolder when they add that the event didn't even take place in Turkey, but in a calm corner abroad, behind doors firmly shut to curious eyes. It hasn't gone unnoticed that Elçin has dialed back interviews lately, and that Barış has been almost invisible on his social feeds. That quiet absence is exactly the kind of void where wild theories bloom. Sources in their circle claim the two longed to guard their day from noise and agreed on a plan that only a few select confidants knew in detail. There's even talk that the refined ring seen on Elçin's hand recently isn't just jewelry, it's the clue that lit the fuse. Fans zoomed into photos, zoomed into stories, and suddenly the comments turned electric. Is Elçin married? Did she and Barış pull off a secret ceremony? Neither of them has stepped forward to confirm or deny any of this. The silence is potent. And of course, the longer the quiet stretches, the louder the rumors get. Whether they'll speak soon is anyone's guess. What is being reconstructed behind the scenes is a timeline. When two professionals with overloaded calendars realize that time together is shrinking instead of expanding, and choose a decisive way to anchor what they have. People close to them suggest that realization led to meetings with their agents, calendars shuffled, and a discreet plan set into motion far from the harsh beam of publicity. Even the location is an enigma. Not the iconic, tourist-clogged boulevards of Paris or the glossy avenues of Milan or the busy plazas of Barcelona, say some. Rather, something more subdued and soulful, a hushed European town where footsteps echo and privacy still means something. Another rumor narrows it further, a small coastal hideaway, a restaurant with only a handful of candlelit tables, the air smelling faintly of salt and citrus. They say just 3 or 4 people stood witness, and the moments were captured not by intrusive lenses but by phones, unpolished, intimate, and theirs alone. As these rumors spiral, fans have turned into detectives. They point to the subtle crumbs scattered online, a chair detail in a landscape photo Elçin posted weeks back, and a soft focus background from one of Barış's fleeting stories. At the time, the two images seemed unrelated, just fragments of beautiful days lived separately. Now, with new theories in mind, people pore over them again and again, aligning shadows, patterns, angles, wondering if those weren't in fact two corners of the same place, the same day, the same secret. Why hold silence after such a life-altering moment, if it happened at all? Some argue timing is everything. Maybe they wanted to make the announcement in their own voice, in a lull between commitments, and the rumor mill simply beat them to the punch. Others are sharper, speculating that the silence serves a strategy. A careful mystery can ripple excitement through the audience just before a project drops. That idea is making the rounds. A mutual understanding, an agreed-upon plan to let the buzz build while both of them are juggling demanding schedules. As always, the fandom is split. One crowd says love deserves its own boundaries, that if they're happy, secrecy is their right, and will celebrate whenever they're ready to share. Another group, equally devoted, is pleading for clarity, eager for something official. Meanwhile, the chatter around that ring intensifies the storm. That single accessory has been dissected more than most scripts, its design, its size, the way it flashes under light, all of it interpreted as a coded message. The stakes spike even more when whispers drift in from sets and studios. Suddenly, those lingering glances and affectionate asides, once brushed off as the warmth of two professionals who know each other well, are being reinterpreted with a new lens. Castmates are remembering how Elçin would check on Barış after long, exhausting days, watching to see if he'd eaten, if he'd rested, if he needed a moment of quiet. Crew members recall that evening he slipped off his coat and set it over her shoulders when the night air turned unexpectedly cool. These were sweet fragments at the time, now they're being catalogued and labeled as possible first sparks. If a ceremony truly happened, the question becomes, what came next? One narrative suggests they flew home to Istanbul without fanfare, stepping into an everyday rhythm so ordinary that it rendered them almost invisible in plain sight. According to a neighbor, two early risers who looked a lot like them were spotted walking a dog as the sun was still yawning awake, no entourage, no spectacle, just two people in sneakers sharing the quiet of dawn. If that was them, it reveals something we've always suspected beneath the glossy veneer. Two grounded souls who prefer simple rituals to staged moments. The rumor machine, of course, never sleeps. A photo surfaced that many swear was taken at an airport last week. In it, a figure strikingly similar to Elçin holds a small carry-on stamped with the initials ES hours later, or was it the same day? Another image shows someone very much like Barış leaving what appears to be the same terminal. Fans put the two side by side and drew the line between them. A return from a covert honeymoon, perhaps. It might be coincidence. It might be nothing. But the theory earned countless reposts and long threads full of detective work and hope. Still, no official word. Some commentators say the hush isn't accidental, it's calculated. Others insist it's simply two people protecting something fragile and precious until they're ready to hold it up to the glare. What's undeniable is the anticipation. Will they appear together at an upcoming gala? Will a single photo break the stalemate? Will there be a reveal, a caption, a shared statement that settles the question once and for all? Meanwhile, the industry holds its breath. Everyone remembers how their on-screen chemistry once blistered through ratings and trended across continents. The notion that they might have nurtured that energy into something real, something private, sends a shiver through every fan who rooted for them from their first scene together. And if true, it would be a love story forged in long hours, in late-night scripts and shared jokes, in the quiet spaces between takes where laughter softens into comfort. Those who claim to know more sketch out a fuller picture. They say the decision didn't come in a rush but built slowly across months when their calendars stretched them thin. They allegedly sat with their teams, blocked off windows of time, and arranged travel that wouldn't light up trackers or gossip pages. The venue, they say again, was small on purpose, no chandeliers, no sweeping hall, just a tucked-away room, soft music, a table with flowers, and laughter that didn't need to rise above applause. There might have been a call to a parent afterward, or a late-night video chat to share the glow with those who couldn't be there. And if someone wiped away happy tears between toasts, only a handful witnessed it. The social media breadcrumbs continue to be inspected. A reflection in a window. The curve of a railing. A faint glimpse of an ocean's edge. Did you notice the way the light fell in both of their posts that week? Did you catch the identical tone of twilight? Fans compare the textures of stone walls, the silhouettes of trees, the bluish hue of the evening sky, crafting timelines and stitching together maps of where they might have been, if indeed they were there together. The debate over timing also won't let go. If they were planning a reveal, when would it make sense? Between work commitments? At the start of a new season? Paired with the announcement of their next collaboration? Some assert that teasing the public keeps attention high, others bristle at the suggestion, insisting that if this happened, it's a sacred moment that owes nothing to the marketplace. The conversation is intense, sometimes tender, sometimes sharp, but always fueled by genuine affection for both of them. What cannot be overlooked is how seamlessly the narrative of their rumored union fits the more private personas both have shown over time. Neither chases attention for its own sake. They keep things measured, careful, deliberate. Which is why, to those who believe, the idea of a small ceremony feels right. Why parade something delicate when you can keep it close and warm? Why open every door when closing one or two guards the feeling that started it all? And yet, the public nature of their careers means the questions won't stop. The next time a camera catches them in the same frame, the image will be analyzed for clues. Is there a ring gleaming on a particular hand? Is there an exchanged look that gives something away? Will their teams share a joint statement? Or will the rumor remain elegantly unresolved, a story kept just out of reach, as fleeting as a dream you try to hold on to after waking? For now, we circle back to where we began. The ring that sent pulses racing, the matching details in distant posts, the airport sightings, the set memories reframed, the neighbor's dawn recollection, the whisper that a few glasses were raised in a small room by the sea. Whether it's a fairy tale gently folded in silence or just a beautiful misunderstanding is still unknown. But the waiting, the waiting, has become its own kind of spectacle. As always, we'll be watching respectfully and closely. If an official word comes, we'll be here to bring it to you, clearly and without the fog of rumor. And if the silence stretches on, we'll do what fans do best, remember the performances that made us care, honor the right to privacy, and hold a little space for the possibility that love can grow best where noise cannot reach. Thank you for joining us at Turkish Series Stars. If you enjoyed this deep dive, subscribe and share so you're the first to know when the next piece of the puzzle falls into place. Until then, stay tuned and take care.